7th video of the machine learning series. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to split data into the test and train data sets. So let's start. We're going to start with some theory. So what is split data and the train? Why we need to split the data into a test and train data set? So actually, let's say whenever you are going to work on a machine learning model, you're going to have one data set and you need to split it into two chunks. One is going to be train data set and the other one is going to be test data set. You will use the train data set to train your machine learning model, and then you will use that test data set to check the performance of your machine learning model. So that's why we need to have two data sets, train and test. And usually we do 80-20% division, like 80% of the whole data goes into the train data set and the 20% it goes into the test data set. So usually we have like four types of data after the split. One is the feature matrix for the train data. Second one is the feature matrix for test data, dependent variable for the train data, and the dependent variable for the test data. So that's all about the theory. Now let's start with the practical example. So here I am. So here is the code from the previous example. So what I will do here, I will create a new section here, and I will name this section as a splitting data into test and train. And I will add a code block here. So what we are going to do is that we are going to import a function called train test split from the sklearn library. So I will import that here from sklearn, model selection, import. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to import. So as I already told you, this method, it is going to return four types of data. The first one is going to be feature matrix for the train data set. The second one is going to be feature matrix for the test data set. And we have a dependent variable for the train data set. And then we have a dependent variable for the test data set. And I'm going to pass my feature matrix to this function, which is x, and then dependent variable y to this function. And the next parameter is going to be what percentage of the split you want in the test data set. So for that, I will pass this parameter. And I will set the value to 20%. And then the last parameter is going to be random seed to set the random state or fixed random state for every time we are going to call this function. So I'm going to execute this. It's executed successfully. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to print all of these new variables one by one. Okay, yeah, so if you look at here, we have 10 rows. And after split, we got 8 rows here. Now I'm going to print the test data set here to see what happened here. We got 2 rows in the test data set. So exactly 80% went into the train data set and 20% went into the test data set, as we mentioned here. I'm gonna print the here. Print void train, output this one, y test, open this one. So yeah, so that's the output. So that's how we split the data into test and the train data set. And that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to talk about feature scaling, and stay tuned for that next video. And meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Thank you.